The state of Hao, one of the three successor states of the partitioned Jin, was located in the eastern region among the 6 states. Its western border faced the powerful state of Qin. Hao's 6th monarch, Hao Yang, better known as King Wuling of Zhao, ascended to the throne during a time of persistent conflict, especially with the Hongshan state to the east, which had regained strength following the decline of Wei. Determined to elevate Hao's military power and defend against formidable rivals on both eastern and western fronts, King Wuling was constantly seeking ways to break from convention and introduce innovation. In ongoing battles with the nomadic tribes to the north, King Wuling observed that their soldiers, dressed in tight-fitting clothing and equipped with exceptional horseback archery skills, moved with speed and agility. By contrast, Hao's forces were burdened with long, flowing robes that hindered movement and fought primarily on cumbersome chariots ill-suited to rugged terrain. These limitations left Hao's army at a significant disadvantage. Recognizing the effectiveness of the nomadic fighting style, King Wuling initiated a groundbreaking military reform. He ordered his troops to abandon traditional chariots in favor of cavalry, adopt nomadic-style clothing for mobility, and integrate close combat weapons like spears and blades alongside bows for ranged attacks. This marked a revolutionary shift in military strategy, making Hao the first among the ancient Chinese states to embrace such reform. As a result, Zhao sustained a strong military force capable of resisting even the mighty Qin for nearly a century. King Wuling publicly declared his reforms and personally donned nomadic clothing to set an example. However, the decision to adopt so-called barbarian attire sparked widespread resistance across Hao. Even his own uncle, a senior official, refused to appear at court in protest, feigning illness. Understanding that internal support was crucial, King Wuling visited his uncle in person and appealed to him. "At home, you are my elder, and I must respect your counsel. But in matters of state, all must obey the ruler's will for the greater good of the people. I hope you will stand with me and lead by example, so that this reform may move forward." His uncle replied, "Since the founding of the Hou dynasty over 600 years ago, our civilization has flourished in literature, philosophy, music, architecture, agriculture, and craftsmanship. To learn from nomadic tribes whom we regard as uncultured barbarians is unthinkable for many." King Wuling responded firmly, "We have suffered repeated defeats in recent years. It is clear to all that nomadic cavalry outperform our own troops. For decades, they've steadily encroached upon our northern borders and enduring humiliation to my grandfather, my father, and now myself. If we already know the path to restore our pride, why cling to outdated traditions and hollow formality? Have we forgotten the pain of those losses?" Moved by the king's conviction, the uncle relented and pledged his support. With growing backing from key officials, the reforms were implemented across the state. Zhao's military quickly gained strength, defeating Hongshan and standing toe-to-toe with the powerful Qin. It is natural to compare King Wuling's military reform with Xingyang's comprehensive reforms in Qin. Both transformations illustrate the power of bold change, but their scope differed significantly. Zhao's reform was targeted at optimized a key military component, like upgrading a weapon within a machine. In contrast, Xingyang's reforms overhauled the entire system, restructuring Qin's political institutions, legal codes, personnel management, and military organization. It was akin to replacing an entire machine with one that could evolve and upgrade itself. Thanks to this foundational transformation, Qin began to produce a continuous stream of talent across multiple fields: military, governance, industry, enabling 6 successive monarchs to expand Qin's power steadily. While Hao produced celebrated generals such as Lian Po, Zhao Shi, and Li Mu, and a few distinguished statesmen like Lin Hongru famed for the reconciliation of the general and the chancellor, its development was not as multidimensional. In conclusion, while King Wuling's cavalry reform was bold and effective in strengthening Hao's military, it lacked the systemic depth of Shengyang's reforms. Qin's comprehensive transformation laid the foundation for its eventual unification of China. A powerful lesson for today: true progress requires not only courage to reform, but also the vision to reform comprehensively.